Gate Farm was established in 2017 as a cooperative society registered with Karo Local Government Council and has since been upgraded into a limited liability company with board of directors and shareholders with a defined structure that meets the needs of investors which partner the communities in the Haderi district to include Gate, Marke, Mante, Sabongida, all in Kokuna Local Government area of Nasarawa State. Speaking on the achievement recorded so far, the National Coordinator, Giraffe Farmers Group and Cooperative Society, who is also the Managing Director, Gate Farms, Mr. Tedeke Resan, said Nfgcs is an organization which engages in the production, processing, and distribution of agro products with the vision of helping Nigeria achieving food sufficiency.
One of the achievements is the impact of the farm on the lives of the community and the stability of our own people. Right? That is number one. Number two, infrastructure is a central component of rural progress, of rural development. The road may not be like Kota Road, but you don't need Kota Road in rural Nigeria. They just need proper drainage system and then what? An access road to their communities. That is what we have done. We did the drainage system. We spent just about 20 million naira to make sure that this road. So you create infrastructure, light infrastructure, dam infrastructure. We have been able to build that. We have also been able to make it a home. So, like I said, I sleep here. I have been sleeping here since 2019. I don't have any home in this country other than Gati. I don't have a house in Abuja. The only other place I can say I have a home is the mortgage property I have at Walida Estate, federal government estate. That was a delivery will be there finished. So I cannot even go there. So I have been waking up and going to bed every day. Turn to our current crisis. That is part of our progress here. So you talk about employment, you talk about peace, you talk about infrastructure, and more importantly, you see all the trees you are seeing around here were planted when we had a crisis here in 2020. This March 31st, 2020, we had a rainstorm that killed 2 of my staff. 2 of my staff were killed, 15 were seriously injured. So we started a massive tree planting exercise. You know, one of the challenges that you want to clear the land, you want to plant, you clear all the trees. So we cleared all the trees. But when the incident happened in 2020, we started planting. These palm trees you are seeing are just about 3 years old now. And I started producing. I have about 5,000 of them. Imagine what 5,000 palm tree, the palm oil 5,000 palm tree will produce over the next 10 years. So you see, the benefits are immense. Socially, there are benefits. Security-wise, one of the unique things we also did was that we brought in the Nigerian police. And I say this, people don't hail the police. The Nigerian police is the reason why most of rural Nigeria is still standing. The Nigerian police have been here every day since 2017. Imagine having 12 to 24 policemen on site, at least 6 to 12 policemen every day in the farm. As you're moving around, you saw them. Yeah. That is how it is work. So the police fused with our local vigilantes, fused with our local Fulani people to ensure that any place there is crisis, they are able to solve it.
On whether the presence of the farm in Gate, the host community will benefit from it, the managing director disclosed that as part of measure to involve the host community in carrying out their activities, Nfgcs employed 500 indigents who worked in various sections in the farm, with 70% of them are women, stressing that this has reduced the level of insecurity to the barest minimum.
When we started, we came here with nothing. But as at the last count, we have over 300 people in employment, paying an average of 1,000 naira a day. Think about it in context. 100 people on 1,000 naira a day is 300,000. So 300 people on 1,000 naira a day is how much? It's 900,000. That is the amount of money you give, a million. That's the amount of money you give to the local people every day. Why would they think about kidnapping? You see, I always tell people that I said the local man prefers job stability to what? To the fear of kidnapping and getting shot by the police if he's unlucky. So when there is that job stability, if he knows that if he wake up and go to the work, he's going to get 1,000 naira a day, he's more than willing to do it. Because that gives him peace of mind. He works and he goes home to sleep. So in the area of achievement, you're talking about the stability of job. We came here in 2017, we have not had one single incident of Fulani herders farmers clash. You know why? Because the Fulanis, the head of the farm security apparatus is a Fulani man, and he's a headsman. And you understand the need of the Fulanis not messing up crops that belong to farmers around us. So he goes back to their community and says, look, the farm has provided for our own financial welfare. They have ensured that our children can go to school. With the 1,000 naira, they've ensured that our children can go to school. They've ensured that our livelihood is better. We must not, by our own hand, become our own problems.
He then called on the federal, state, and local governments to formulate policies that will promote agriculture in rural communities for the benefit of all citizens, just as he encouraged the host communities to use the opportunity of Gate Farm to improve in their farming system. While taking NBS Good Morning Nasarawa round the facilities at the farm, the Gate Farm manager, Ogbede Peter, explained thus.
The 200 kV generator, they'll have, this is a 50 kV generator. You just have it just on standby so that you don't need to cease in terms of production. Because we are not just into farming, we are also into crop productions, processing, animal husbandry. They are the Frisian boot, they are from Netherlands, they are printed from Netherlands. Of course, we did not bring them from Netherlands. Yeah, Netherlands. Okay. But we did bring them from Netherlands. We already have some of the, Napri and some other organizations, they are already into doing artificial assimilation, where they crossbreed, do artificial to get the variety of breed they are looking for. So you can see some of our we have a ranch. Now this is the indoor ranch. Now the indoor ranch, what we do is this is that we also try to see how we can control the environment of the cow, the cattle that we are rearing. So instead of you leaving them in an open field during the rain, during the sun and everything, we have an indoor ranch. When they come back from doing their exercises, go around, graze and go and drink water, they come back into the indoor ranch. And this also helps us to be able to accumulate their fertilizer in one place and use it for the mess. We have carpentry, timber, all the units are put to the farm. Rice, we will produce Gate Gold Premier Rice. The name of our rice is Gate Gold Premier Rice. It's named after the community. And we produce high quality Nigeria rice. I'll take you through the process of what we get to see. Things people can do about Nigerian foods like Tilta stoves. But since we started production in 2018, one of the things that we are limited from our rice is stove, because we invested a lot of money in getting machines that will take away not just stones and sand and every other creative you like. So this is your cleaner. This one will take away all type of stones, shards, any other dirt in the rice, and increase sand. Because sand is more difficult, sand is more challenging than stone. Stone you can bite it once and okay. But sand it will mess up the traffic. Okay, this is the poultry section of the farm, and we have layers, we have broilers, and we also do turkeys. But for now, we have the majority of layers. We are just going to bring the broilers today, deal with broilers so that we can continue. Because the shoulder of them we have during the salad we just finished. Okay. So you can come in and see the poultry section. This is where we have layers bed for egg production. So come in and see. We use automated cage for
Yeah, my name is Joseph.
Okay.
And in charge in this greenhouse section.
Okay.
What you're seeing here is bell pepper, and we have three types of variety. We have yellow, green, and red. So what you're seeing here is red pepper. So what we do is that from day one, we started with cocoa peat. We do an nursery. We plant it there. We use egg creek. After 3 weeks, then we transplant it to the house inside each unit. So we don't spray water on top of it now.
Okay.
You can see this pipe. We call it drip pipe. Drip pipe. You can see now it's working. You can see the way it's working now. So you do it after 3 months. You started your harvest.
After 3 months.
After 3 months, when you plant it after 3 months, from transplanted after 3 months you start your harvest, and you harvest twice a week. You harvest for 5 months, twice a week. Every week you harvest twice.
Okay.
So you can see this unit 3. We have so many the other side there.
All right. Gate Farms has a vision and mission statement which include to achieve food sufficiency in the country by engaging the citizens to fully participate in the agricultural activities beginning from the local levels to other areas of the agricultural supply chain market, as well as creating viable sustainable income for local rural areas. Moses Siso for MBS Good Morning Nasara.